Well, a potential flip-flop by the Prime Minister, who told New Zealand not too long ago that our troops would be in Iraq for 2 years. No more, no less, it would be 2 years. That has changed with it being announced this week that the troops would be there for, and I'm going to say at least another 18 months. Paul Henry earlier this week had TV3 political editor Paddy Gower on, and Paul Henry asked Paddy Gower how John Key could do this flip-flop quite so easily. This is what he had to say.
Because public opinion is on the side of extending this. We did a poll last year actually here at News Hub. It showed 65% of voters wanted to stay on. That would be probably one of the really key things. Forget about the fact that the Iraqi government's going better. Forget about the fact that there's been terrorism attacks elsewhere. Forget about the pressure from the United States. John Key is able to do this U-turn because the public actually wants him to.
So he's basically saying, Dom, that he can do it so easily because
the public says
the polls are for it.
Well, here's the thing. Well, brilliantly summed up by Paddy Gower, though. He's just my favourite political journalist in this country, bar nobody. I love him. He's exactly right. And John Key he's the classic pragmatist. It's lick the finger, put it in, see which way the wind's blowing, and he runs with it. That's what he's done since he got in, mate. That's his style.
You know, I agree with you that's his style, but here's my concerns. My concerns aren't necessarily about Iraq, per se, but a Prime Minister who basically just goes with public opinion, I wonder when the hard decisions have to be made, what happens then? When the unpopular decisions, but maybe the right decisions need to be made, what happens then? It might be unfair to talk about this on this conversation, but you know, I was surprised when Paddy Gower made it so abundantly clear that basically the polls say we want it, so the government isn't
that just that was another surprising aspect though? 65%, because they polled it a week or two ago, and 65% said keep them on. I'm sure that wasn't the case when they first went over. There was hue and cry about actually going over there in the first place, and now I call it because it's the because John said so brigade. If John says it, and I work with a lot of these people, mate. If John says it, then therefore it's obviously it's fine. If John says it, it's good as gold. Firstborn son, I need all your firstborn children. Oh, not a problem, mate. Have them. You know, away you go.
Where do you work? Sounds terrible. Work with these places that throw children to the wolves and stuff.
I'm not even going to answer that question. The thing is, has Labour leader Andrew Little got a better answer? Here's what he had to say on News Talk ZB.
Putting more and more time and effort into the Iraqi army isn't going to achieve anything useful. Yes, we all want to see the defeat of ISIS, and there are other forces up there that are doing that. If and when that happens, and I think it's more likely when as opposed to if, there may well be some, there will be some civil reconstruction that needs to happen. We should be contributing to that. There may be, if there is a civil war, there may be some peacekeeping. I don't know, we should be part of that. But just ploughing more time and effort into an army that is so poorly led, so incompetent in its leadership levels, is not going to be good.
Yeah, it seems a little sort of, is that a bit ideological, Pat?
Well, it's Labour, isn't it? Because Helen Clark was applauded at the end of the Iraq War for keeping us out. The thing is, there was another poll that TV3, that News Hub did, that showed 1 in 2 Labour supporters are okay with this decision. So actually, who's he talking to with drawing that line in the sand? But to his credit, I mean, Labour for the last few years have been a bit lost in the wilderness, seem to have not been drawing many lines. What he's basically said is, if I am Prime Minister, in 18 months, less than 18 months, they're coming home.
Yeah.
You know, so to his credit, be it right or wrong, at least
it's a
he's
line
done
in the
something.
sand,
yeah, absolutely.
And you can either vote for that guy who says pull him out, or vote for that guy who says, yeah, we'll keep him a little bit longer.
The other thing is, I mean, it's good that Labour has made this step and drawn that line, whether you agree or disagree, but I wonder if they've done it in a calculating way, because to be honest, will this really be a big issue at next year's election?
I wouldn't have thought so.
You know, it's not like we're going to bring in more parental leave. Yeah. It's not going to be like we're going to cancel tax. It's not one of the biggies.
No, it's not affecting you and I in our daily lives. The average New Zealanders, sure, there's families of soldiers, but you know what I mean, like the majority of us.
So I wonder if Andrew Little is taking a little bit after perhaps what Donald Trump's been doing for the last 12 months is testing the water. Let's throw a safe one out there. Not that Trump's been throwing safe ones out there, but let's throw a safe one out there. Let's draw a line and let's see if it helps us. And if it helps us, maybe we'll keep going in that direction, which you have to say is further left.
Yeah.
And they've aligned themselves with the Greens further left. Let's get there.
If not, well, hey, people will probably forget about it in a while anyway.